Yes, yes.
Dang thief in the building.
Blessings,
What's up, my brother?
blessings, brother.
You good?
Yeah, man. Good.
Wagwan.
Wagwan. Yes.
It's a pleasure, man, having you on the show.
Thank you for having me. Blessings.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Kenya. How are you feeling to be in Kenya?
I feel good. This is my second time here still, but yes, I feel good.
Okay.
If you compare Kenya and Jamaica, can you give us a difference of maybe in terms of music, in terms of culture?
Well, Jamaica's a small island. This is a big country, you know what I mean? But it's very similar.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm here and everybody talk to me in Swahili, so I have to say, don't speak it. Just for, you know what I mean? So it's very similar cultures, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Black, we're from Africa. That's what we know. You
Yeah,
understand?
sure.
Anyway, we're from the Caribbean. Even in America, we're from Africa. So this is home. You understand? Feel the
home.
same way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which Swahili words have you learned when you're in Kenya?
Uh,
Some of the
Pole,
Swahili words, eh? Pole pole means?
yes. You know what I mean? Slowly. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
slowly.
So,
Uh-huh.
I'm hearing things slowly, gradually. You know what I mean? You have to do things. You know?
Uh-huh.
So what else? A lot of words. A few
Mic.
words.
Face up your mic.
A few words. Asante sana. Karibu.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just a little something, you know what I mean? Mm.
Which are some of the dishes that you have had when you're in Kenya?
Matoke.
Matoke?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What else?
Have you tried nyama choma?
No.
Have you tried mutura? Something called mutura?
Mutura, no.
It's in the streets, burning.
Ah,
It's
okay.
always burnt meat.
Explain it to me. I may have ate it.
Okay, it's. How can I explain now? Mutura?
Okay, mutura is a meat that they
Some
usually been roasted along the road.
What kind of meat?
Yeah, it's like how can I
It's
say
on the
it?
street, eh?
Yeah, it's
When
a
you
street
just walk
meat,
around
it's
the
a
streets of
street meat,
Nairobi.
yeah.
Never eat that.
It's just you'll find a crowd of people.
Mm.
Something that they are being.
Well, I ate some goat on the road before when they
Yeah,
cook it
it's
on
a
the
street
floor.
food. Yeah, in short, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a street food.
And some maize, you know what I mean? I ate some maize, corn, you know what I mean?
It's a mahidi choma.
So, yeah.
We call it Mindy Choma.
Mighty Choma. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
All right.
Mm.
Eh, dang diff. What's
And Palau,
okay?
yeah.
What inspires your music, brother?
Huh? What inspired my music?
Yeah.
My music is about second chance. That's where the name come from. The guy on the cross.
Okay.
Christ was on the cross, and there was a guy beside him called the thief.
Okay.
He's known as the dying thief. So I was working in Toronto with a lot of street-involved youth.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And they were involved with the law and the justice system. So when I got back into music, I said I need a name that's deep,
Okay.
but kind of tough. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when you hear thief, you think of toughness. You understand what I'm saying? But when you understand the concept of the dying thief, he got a second chance at life. So I work with individuals that give them a second chance. So my thing is I do Afro dancehall, you know what I mean? Dancehall music, but I want to bring some consciousness to it. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I want people to dance still, but off a substance. You know what I mean?
Alright,
So I want to
alright.
give you some solid inspirational music, you know what I mean, that they can dance to at the same time. So that's it.
You know, here in Kenya, if you call yourself Dave, people will start judging you.
Right.
Do you experience that in Jamaica?
Thief, yeah, that's a big thing. You know what I mean?
Like people
Yeah,
are
it's the
judging
same.
you maybe
Yeah,
when you
the
go
judge
somewhere.
thief.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You know what I mean? So, yeah, no matter where you are, I mean, the thief is not you never get a good welcome for that name.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Alright.
But I particularly chose that name on purpose because, you know what I mean? Some people here say, what's that? You know what I mean? I want you to ask questions so I can give you an answer. You understand what I'm saying?
Alright.
So, yeah.
Okay. Growing up, did you know that you wanted to do music?
Yeah, I come from a long line of music in my family. You understand what I'm saying? So, my mother used to sing reggae music.
Okay.
My sister sung reggae. She sung a song with Sean Paul, big
Okay.
song.
Sasha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
man.
my sister, my big sister still. Shout out to Sasha, you know what I mean? So we come from a musical family, so it was always in my DNA.
Okay.
But growing up in the US,
Okay.
I used to do the rap. First I did the reggae, then I went to the rap,
Okay.
then back to the reggae, and now in my music you hear both the reggae and the rap. You understand?
Okay,
Hip hop,
oh.
reggae, Afro dancehall, you know what I mean? So
Okay. What can you say, like reggae music is penetrating at a very high rate in the world, yeah? How is the reception of African music in Jamaica?
oh, Africa, they love African music in Jamaica.
Okay.
Jamaica, everywhere you go, you're gonna hear African music. So you know what I like? I've been to a few countries in Africa, you understand? But
Okay.
in Kenya is an embracement of the reggae music.
All right.
So I love it. But if you go to Jamaica, you're gonna hear the Afro beats. They love Afro beats. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's anywhere you go, you're gonna hear it playing. So it's really embraced. You know? So yeah.
Here in Kenya, we have artists who are doing reggae music like Ray, Shamir, and other.
Yeah.
Which one do you like to work with here in Kenya?
So I'm not familiar with those names, but there's a guy named Major that I really want to.
Major,
Ah,
yeah.
Okonkwo.
So
He's
shout
a
out
big
to
deal in
Major.
Kenya.
If you hear this, come on, let's work together. You know what I mean? I want to really do something with him. I like his vibe and his style and his energy, and I think if we come together, it would be some nice collaboration. You know what I mean?
Okay. You've been in Kenya now for how long?
Well, I just came back from Jamaica since April. I came here in April, so
Okay.
not too long, but I was here before that. You know what I mean? I was here for 6 months
Okay.
before, prior. So,
Do you think of getting a citizenship in Kenya?
well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm working on it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man.
I wanna do my musical career here. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So, yeah.
In general, what do you like about Kenya? Or what do you
What
love
I like
Kenya?
about Kenya,
Yeah.
well, the first thing I said, the embracing of my culture. You know what I mean? The reggae culture.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay.
The people are very friendly and warm. You know what I mean? And it just feel like home. I don't feel like I'm a foreigner
Okay.
outside of not knowing Swahili yet. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So that's about it. But yeah, I love Kenya.
All right.
Apart from music, what else do you do?
I do multiple things. I run a program. When I was living in Toronto, I run a program called Hope, helping offenders on probation excel. That's where the Dying Thief came from, working with ex-offenders and offenders.
All right.
But when I went to Jamaica, I created a program called Hope for Jamaica. So
Yeah.
I'm working with troubled kids in the schools.
Yeah.
You know, is alongside with a brother named Renford, the Love Revolution. So we came together and we said we gotta find a way to get to these kids, to get them not to get involved in violence.
Okay.
So that's other things I'm doing outside of music. You know what I mean? I'm working on a documentary as well.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's talking about, you know, traveling to Africa, Canada, and, you know, America, just around, and talking about the people that are black that are doing positive things in the community.
Okay.
You understand? Since we had the great leaders, Kwame Nkrumah,
Okay.
you know what I mean, and all these different, Nelson Mandela, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So Jomo Kenyatta, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all of these great leaders,
Yeah.
we always look to the past and say great leaders, but what about now?
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So the Hood Samaritan is talking about what black people doing globally to uplift the people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm working on, a documentary.
Okay. This week has been all about the youth, and you're so passionate. You call yourself the youth advocate, right?
That's correct.
All right. What can you say? Most youth are into depression, mental illness. What do you think is the cause of all these depression, mental illness, and what the cure? What can they do best about it?
Yeah, I'm not a doctor, but you know what I'm saying? So, but guess what happened?
Okay.
What I know is music is a healing,
Okay.
is a tool. You understand?
Okay.
And that's what, for me, I use music as a form, not only me being an artist, but me listening to music. When I'm going through my troubles and my problems, I listen to music and it lifts me up. So what I want to do is now create music in that same manner to lift people up. You understand?
Yeah.
So music is one of the aspects, but what causes us, because I work with young people and from Toronto and Jamaica, what causes depression and all these things is the unstable economic, you know, financial situation of the country. You know,
Okay.
poverty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Depending on a home, sometimes the home is not, you know, single parent home.
Okay.
So there's a lot of factors that contribute to depression. You
Okay,
understand?
okay.
Not only that, what I find similar in African culture, not just Kenya, African culture
Okay.
and Jamaican culture,
All right.
you understand what I'm saying, is the fact that the parents and the child are in a different realm of mind thinking. You understand what I'm saying? So there's so much far away, which now it causes, you know what I mean, there's sometimes a lack of emotional connection.
Okay.
You understand?
Alright.
So far as growing up Jamaican with Jamaican parents and family, you know what I mean, you don't really show emotion as a man. You understand?
yeah.
What y'all cry for? Stop it. Like they're very harsh. You understand? But in Toronto, I work with people from Ethiopia, Somalia, and all the different Nigeria, and they grow up rough too. They don't get, you know what I mean? There's no sensational, emotional.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I could say that's within the black community worldwide, but I definitely see it in the Jamaican
Yeah.
and the African.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So those things cause us to kind of
Yeah.
go into depression, and you can't express your feeling, and
Okay.
especially men, you can't really show tears. You're a girl, you're soft. And
Yeah.
So there's a lot. You understand? So those are the things that I witness.
Okay, so before we wrap it up, it is just one question. A certain fan of yours called Mercy, watching from Pangani, asked me requested me to ask you, to ask you about your views about the holy herb, the tree of wisdom. What's your views on that?
Tree of repeat that.
The holy, any weed, yani,
Holy weed.
the holy weed,
Yeah.
the herb itself, yani.
Weed?
Yeah.
I don't smoke weed. So you're
Just asking.
Your
Okay.
take- your take- your take on
okay.
it.
What's your
Are
views
you-
on that? What's your views on that? The holy hub.
Yeah, so guess what happened? I used to run a program and we call it
Yeah.
Real Talk.
Okay.
And this conversation where we get people, young people, and get them to talk about real matters, right?
Okay.
But I'm not the one who want to tell them, don't do this and don't do that. That never works.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay.
So I let them come up with the answer for their problem. So this question you asked me,
Okay.
so we did a topic, marijuana. That was
Okay.
one of our topic.
Okay.
And then one guy said, you know what I mean, he smoke. If he don't smoke, he can't function or whatever, whatever.
Okay.
A girl said, you know, ever since her boyfriend started smoking marijuana, he's kind of laid back and he don't have an ambition to do anything.
Okay.
Then another guy said, he pulled off his head and said, you see my head, bald head? He said, if I didn't take marijuana,
Okay.
I would die.
Okay.
He was on chemotherapy and he was using marijuana as medicine to heal him.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not the one to judge, but you have to judge it within your context.
Okay.
Because that man, you think I should tell him leave marijuana alone and die?
Okay.
Live. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it depends on the circumstance to the individual. You know what I mean?
All right. All right.
So where can we get you on social media?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at _dying thief, right? And you can find me on TikTok,
Yeah.
and you can find my music on YouTube. You know what I mean? So follow me on like, subscribe. You know what I mean? You can follow me on Boomplay. You have my music's on Boomplay, Spotify, all major streaming platforms. You know what I mean? So
Okay. Okay. Before we wrap it up, I just have very quick question for you. What do you do? What's the first thing you do when you wake up?
when I wake up,
The first
I
thing.
give thanks and praise to the Most High God. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm a conscious man, so I give thanks. That's the first thing I do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Then I drink some tea.
Yeah. All right. What's your life mantra? What inspires you to wake up every day and cry?
What inspired me? Honestly, music is just one of the platforms I use. I want to make a difference in people's life. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You see, I got Hope for Jamaica.
Okay.
And if anybody want to be a virtual volunteer, because we do have volunteers,
Okay.
you could mentor youth actually in Jamaica.
Okay.
Virtually. We got WhatsApp and all these different ways. So if any young man, a lot of these young men need men. You
All
understand?
right,
So
all right.
my inspiration is to make a difference in these young people's life
Okay.
and let me use music as a platform.
Okay. And Sharon, my Saudi junior, asked you, "Are you married?"
Yes, well, yes, that's that. Yes.
You're married. Okay. Sharon, very unfortunate. He is married. Okay. Thanks, brother, for coming through.
Respect. Thank you.
All right.
All right, now that's how we are wrapping up. It's time for you now to give us another music. We want to enjoy your vibe, man.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before he performs the music, I think time ni mbaya.
Time is on
Time
our
to wrap up
side.
the show, man.
Kabisa.
So-
Watu wangu wa power, watu wangu wa kawa, yani nakwambia imekuwa moto zaidi ya sana, na hivi ndo tunafunga. Kumbuka amekuwa wako your entertainment director Ivan Bramwell. Tupatane next Friday, manake itakuwa nzito zaidi ya sana, kitawaramba wengine.
Kweli kweli. Lakini mimi wa Kiswahili siwezi manze. Naambia manze, thanks kwa kuwatch show, man. Na thanks kwa watu wote wameinteract na mimi pale hivyo on my socials. GBS TV Africa na wote, kila mtu amejoin pale ile hashtag yetu #TheBlastShow. Tunasema manze, we don't take it for granted. Enough respect. Catch us next Friday 7:30 AM till 10. Respect.